Hello everyone, welcome back to the Glassman's world. I'm Dan the Glassman and wanted to actually talk to you. I was thinking about doing a little live glass blowing demo. You know, normally we set up the torch right here and do some live demos. But I really wanted to just talk about what's going on with this Moss Landing battery plant fire. Um, I guess Moss Landing is out there in like Marina del Sol Bay or something like that. Marina del Rey Bay. So this is a new fire. I'm probably like 12 hours late on this. It says breaking news, but this information came out earlier, and I kind of wanted just to talk about this really. So let me just make sure the volume is good here. Let me just do a quick test.
As Felix mentioned, you can really see the difference.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So let's just bring you guys over to this, the fire details and everything here. And let's also make sure that we got the live chat up here. All right, so let's just bring you in on the swivel here. So this is the Moss Landing battery plant fire. And this is by uh, Channel 8, KSBW Action News 8. So just want to let you know where this footage is coming from in case you want to check it out as well on your own. So this was breaking news earlier this morning. And let me show you where Moss Landing is. So this is a shot of California right here. You got the Moss Landing warning there. And if we zoom out away from California here, you can see this is Long Beach right here, LA. This is the area where the Palisades fire, Malibu fires are, all in this little area right in here. Santa Monica Bay, this little area, the bay. But now there's another bay apparently that's getting hit. And I thought it was San Fran. I thought it was San Francisco Bay, which is San Fran is like up in here. And it's not San Fran Bay. It's actually just a little bit south of that, Marina. So it's the Marina del Rey Bay, right? I think that's Marina del Rey, right? It's been a while since I've lived in California, so I'm trying to remember, but I think this is the Marina del Rey Bay. And wow, look at that ocean view in there. That is pretty awesome to see all those caverns and everything. That's amazing. Imagine going down that trench and all the different sea life and everything in there. That would be a pretty crazy adventure. And then down here, Malibu. I remember somewhere over here there used to be like, you could zoom in and see like little cave structures, underground facilities. Look, it's all blurred out right there. I think that's where it was. All this weird stuff in here. It used to have some other things and then it got kind of blurred out for some reason. I used to check out maps all the time. Oh, what's up? I can't grab it? It's not letting me grab it. Sometimes my computer shuts down. This computer's weird, but I just wanted to show you where Moss Landing was so that way you guys get a feel of where it is. And I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the weather right now, but we're having an Arctic blast coming through, pushing everything from from the north, from Canada down south. We're gonna go into a freeze basically overnight. I hope you guys are ready for that one. That's gonna be pretty wild. Um, can I move this yet? No. No, I don't have any control of the mouse yet. So, um, basically, I woke up this morning and then I found out there's a new fire, right? Like, it's like every day we just find out, okay, what's going on with the LA fires, with Palisades, with the Hearst fire. I think those are the last two fires that are still burning, except down in Riverside, California. There was also some more fires down over that way. So let me just zoom back out and you guys can see. So this is LA right here, right? And then you got Baja California. This is Mexico, San Diego. So this is the border of Mexico and California right here. And then pretty much this is Oregon right here. So I think that's the, yeah, this is the border right here. So you got fires right here and right here. Basically, right in the middle of, or sorry, let me, uh-oh. This computer's about to shut down. Just gonna warn you right now. It's gonna turn off. It's gonna go through a little restart or whatever, and then I'm gonna have to restore the pages. But basically, I woke up this morning and I heard that there's a battery plant. So these batteries are made of lithium ion, guys. And lithium ion is extremely, like, highly toxic. Extremely toxic. If you breathe that in just a little bit, I do believe that you will have permanent lung scarring, and you will have issues with breathing and like probably get OCP and all kinds of other issues, at least asthma, at the least, I'm sure. I mean, man, whoever's just in those regions, you need to get away. You definitely need to get away. So this is all of California right here, basically from way up here to way down here, and this is on fire, and this is on fire. And this area up here by the Oregon border, they've been having some issues with off the coast earthquakes, or what they call sea quakes. Give me a second here. So they've had a lot of different sea quakes going on. So I'm just wondering, okay, you got fires here, you got fires here. What's in the center? Are we going to have any fires right here? We're going to have anything going on up in here? So we can have it here, here, and here all at once and just have all of California going, or what's up? And what's in this region right here? Let's take a look. This would be the San Luis Obispo area. The missions, oh my gosh, all the old California missions are all right there. And then Los Padres National Forest. That's like right in between here and there. I don't know if there's any updates on these fires in here. I don't know if I can actually add filters for weather, storms, or anything like that. I don't know. But let's get back to the story over here. And is this computer going to finally shut down? I don't know. All right, so have you guys been following any of this, of what's been going on with these fires? I'm pretty sure this whole world has been paying attention. You can see Palisades fires right there. And then I think the Hearst fire somewhere up here. You got Riverside, and I think somewhere over here, Riverside, San Bernardino Mountains, that area, I believe, also has fires. And I'm just waiting for the computer. It's going to shut down right now. So, here it goes. Maybe not. So this is where I'm from right here, Pomona. You can actually see the little heart right there. That's where I was born. I wasn't born in that home, but that's where I lived, here and a couple other places. And then my sister lives out here, Riverside area. My other sister lives out here, Chino. And so yeah, we've been keeping track because the Eaton fire is just to the north and west of them, right there, and then Palisades fire is also just to the west. So if this smoke starts going this way, they're gonna pretty much be right in it. And this is in the valley right here, so that smoke is just gonna linger and fall right into the valley, right there, the Inland Empire. I keep losing control of the mouse here. I love this technology. I wish that this wouldn't. I don't know why this computer just always shuts down. Like, I haven't used it for a while. I come in here and I turn it on. Like, it basically just puts itself to sleep. I turn it on and then it like wants to reset itself. I don't know if it has like an update thing or something. Alright, but either way, let's get back over to what we were just looking at here, if I can. I swear, it's going to shut down. I don't know why it hasn't yet. It's like taking its time. So I wanted to show you this this newscast because I don't know if anyone has even noticed this yet on this fire. So what I've come to learn, this is all news, is that this fire broke out last night. No one knows exactly why it went out or why it just like broke out, right? Apparently they have all of their sprinkler system inside the buildings there. Their sprinkler system apparently worked, and they were able to put out the fire and quench it right away. So that's what I want to show you is in this newscast here by Channel 8 News. I forget which one we were just watching. But like I said, this computer's probably going to shut down right now. It's not allowing me to move or anything. Maybe we should just blow glass for a quick sec. Keep you guys entertained. So you're just not watching a screen with nothing going on, because I can't move anything around. Oh, there. And then I can move it now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we go. Let's get back to the fire flares up at the Moss Landing battery plant fire. And we're going to go all the way to the beginning of this video here. So, oh, there it goes. All right, so give me a second. Once it comes back up, I'll be able to restore everything, and then we should be good to go. So give me one quick sec here, and we won't worry about blowing glass. We'll just keep this with the fire here. Okay, there we go. So let's restore the pages real quick. Sorry about that. This computer does that to me, and I do this all old school. Live, raw, and unplugged. And just like that. With all the ads and everything. Okay, so I pretty much got in 27 minutes of 40 minutes of this video. And then I realized I wanted to cover it so I could relay this information out to you guys. So let's rewind it here. And I'm going to have it play the first, like, I guess the first, like, 3 minutes. I'll probably have it play. Here, let me just pause it right here. Alright. Come on, go all the way. There we go. Alright, it should be loud enough. So I'm just going to let it play for like 3 minutes. I don't know what this individual's name is. He's not the greatest reporter. And but he does point out something that I thought was pretty interesting. Also, I'm noticing where he's at, there's a dirt field behind him. It looks like there's not much crops. It looks like those are crops, some sort of a field. You can see some sort of green growing back there, but there really isn't much. I don't know what it is, alfalfa. I don't know what they grow out there. That I don't think that's a vineyard. Definitely doesn't look like one. All right, so we're gonna let this play.
Well, I think the most important thing about this right now, Lauren, as we are on scene, is that this just highlights the unpredictability of this fire that started yesterday just after 3 o'clock. And 2 hours after a press conference wrapped up with the county and local leaders and also officials from Vistra outlining the status of the fire, that it was for the most part, pretty much out, smoldering. We're driving by, headed to Moss Landing. This is what we came across. And look at that. Flames just billowing from this rooftop of the Vistra Energy facility over here at Moss Landing, sending a huge plume of gray, possibly very toxic smoke into the air. And I don't know. I don't know what happened. This is, that's why I say the unpredictability of this fire, because as we were reporting yesterday at 5 o'clock, this fire was all but out. And then it flared up again around 5:15 and then turned into an infernal kind of what like you're seeing right here. And Lauren, I have to be honest, what I'm seeing now compared to what I saw last night, this looks more extreme. This is clearly, I think, a bigger fire than what we were reporting on throughout the night last night.
So I just want to point out a couple things that he already just said right there. He said they went to go to a meeting, council meeting, and on their way back, they stumbled across this fire. He says that last night's fire, when they stumbled across it, it was a lot smaller than this one. It was also put out right away. I think he said it was like started around 3 o'clock, and by 5 o'clock it was put out. And he said pretty much like all out, completely out. I don't know if that means there was no more smoke or anything. Now, what a lot of people may not understand and realize is with lithium ion batteries, the lithium itself. If you don't do this, I highly recommend you not do this. But if you were to take a battery apart, lithium ion battery, the battery is made up of a rolled up sheet of lithium. And this sheet of lithium, if you put a drop of water on it, it's going to combust. And then the whole thing ignites. And then you got this like um, very high volatile flame because it's got an intense combustion. It's not just a regular flame. It's not like just a regular propane flame or any kind of flame that you would have from like a cigarette lighter. It's a very intense flame, like my torch. You know, if I'm stoking my torch with my propane and then turning on the oxygen to really bring up the heat to 3,000, 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So with these batteries, the fire department, or well, what they said was they had the sprinkler system, right? Sprinklers, if they're using water and lithium don't mix. So that could have been the problem. They may have quelched the whole thing and then it went up again. And now at this point, the sprinkler system may be depleted and it went right back up, he said, within 15 minutes. So they had it out at 5 o'clock, and within 15 minutes, it went up again. So what I wanted to point out was, I don't know if he talks about it here or not.
I don't know what happened, but we do know that at this press conference they held a short while ago, that according to Vistra, their own internal fire suppression systems failed yesterday, leading to that fire erupting to an out of control fire. And now, as you're seeing, it has erupted again and is now another uncontrollable fire as flames erupt from this visceral energy.
Okay, so apparently there was a failure in their systems, and so then it ignited again.
Power plant.
Now check this out.
Moss Landing. Lauren?
Yeah, I mean,
So
just
this is the main
staggering
fire right
images
here.
to see yet again.
But then look
after
over
we-
here.
This fire was
Now
all
this
but
could
out,
be.
just a few hours ago. I mean, the fire chief
It's
saying,
not from the
this morning in
embers
this news
because
conference, it
the
was only
smoke
about
is
1 to 5% of
going
what it
this
was
way,
last
and
night.
then
But look at
to
that. Here it
the.
is again this afternoon.
I don't
just
know.
raging
It's going to
fires
the
on that facility,
the
that
right
power
of the
facility.
screen,
And we know that
as
the
you can see
toxic
right here.
smoke,
You can
that's
see
the real
which way that the
concern
smoke
here.
is going.
That's,
So this
it could
flame
be spewing heavy metals
didn't
or
throw
toxins
any
into the
sparks or
air.
any
It could be
embers this way.
dangerous, for the surrounding
But
area. That is
maybe
why
they put
1,200
water,
people in the
or
surrounding
maybe
area,
all of the
around
sprinkler
Moss Landing and the
systems
surrounding
turned on,
communities
and now
are under
another
evacuation,
building
mandatory
is
evacuation
also going to
orders
ignite because of
that.
the lithium. I
And
don't
Lauren,
know.
if I could add,
I'm not sure. Or
look at as this. I'm gonna
and
get out of
look,
this
he
picture here.
mentions it right
So
here.
you see the the flames on the right hand side of your screen, but then just between the twin stacks and the flames, look at that black smoke billowing from that area.
He's talking about
I
this
have
right
to
there.
imagine that's another fire that's about to erupt. And
So
from my vantage point, I can't tell if it's the same facility or a different facility on this.
So you can see that this building right here is completely separate from wherever this is. I don't know what's there. We could try to actually take a look, right? And see. I didn't even think about that. We got an overhead view of this place. So all the way up north, go up to 101 or the 1. Does this it here? There it is. So this is Monterey Bay, guys. What did I say? Marina del Rey? This is Monterey Bay. This is the Monterey Bay right here. And Moss Landing Power Plant is basically right on the ocean. Right there. Let's see if we can find the two twin stacks. These are the two twin stacks right there. And then this must be the building. I don't know. Because actually, from his vantage point, I don't know where he's looking at it from. Is he over here? Yeah, he might be right here in this dirt field. And then looking over that way. I don't know. That's a big facility, so it could be anywhere over here. And then there's a round, circular water tower, which I'm wondering if that's what this is. And then there's like a bright colored something really bright next to that tower there, which I don't know. I don't see that in here. Maybe it's something beyond. It's next to a place called Island Beach. Moss Landing Boatworks. The Old Salinas River, or Salinas. On Dolan Road and Cabrillo Highway, which that's got to be the one, right? Yeah, this is Highway 1. And what did they say? Dolan? And on Dolan Road. it could be reporting over this way too, in these fields. And then looking this way. So the smoke, I believe, is going from here and then this way to the east. So anything to the east, I think like this whole area right here is everyone's been told to evacuate. If you're like on Dolan Road and probably over to whatever this road is here. So this is a via, what is it? Via Tanques? Via Tanques Road. Cash for pickup cars. All kinds of cars. What is that? Pickup, you pull it? Oh my gosh. So there's a big old salvage yard kind of nearby, but not too close. The pick and pull. So probably right on that road in Dolan. And then I don't know how far down. I really don't know how big of an area, but I would imagine anywhere around this whole area, and then probably like this whole region, this whole area, I would suggest it would be filled and contaminated with lithium in the air, in the sky. So let's continue listening in on this video here.
The same grounds, because keep in mind there are two facilities here. This is the one operated by Vistra Energy, the other one operated by PG&E that has the Tesla power packs, and two similar facilities, different companies, but at the same location. And I can't tell if it's a different building that's now on fire, and that possibly the concern that we were talking about last night is that maybe the fire is spreading. I'm not sure if that has happened, but that cloud of smoke between the smokestacks and the fire that's burning out of control right now is getting darker, it's getting bigger, and clearly this has to be raising a lot of concerns. I'm told.
So let me just reiterate, this is like probably 12 hours. It's not breaking news at this point. This is 12 hours. I do want to see what else maybe they've come up with this this story, if it's gotten out, if they've put it out yet. This individual, she's somewhere near Dolan Road, and she has green grass behind her, and you can see the two towers there, a couple buildings there. So you got the two towers and then a couple buildings right there. I guess that would be the... That's interesting. Rooftop there. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we're seeing these roofs from her vantage point, because you know, with their cameras, so she's probably like somewhere out here in that green. She's got that green behind her. Green and then dark. She's got a bush behind her and then another facility. Green and then dark, and then there's a bush and a facility. I don't know if that's it right there. Definitely not. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Alright, let's go back to this video, because I want to... We don't really need to have her speak. I wanted to show you the... right there, okay. So this is the area Oh, sorry about that. Let me just mute this real quick. Gotta add. Okay, so this is the evacuation zone. They said that I think this is a mandatory evacuation. And let's see how far this is. So that's Dolan Road, I believe. And then that might be Watsonville. So let's see if we can find those roads there. So that's Dolan Road. Alright, let me see if I can match up. So you got this whole river to here and to here. That's a big chunk, man. So you got the whole river from here to here. So they're actually saying all the way to like Oak Hills, right? So I can't really see what that's saying right there. And you know, you can't zoom in because this is a video. That does say Watsonville, and then there's a whole entire. It must be this area right here. Yeah, I would imagine that's probably it right there. Well, that water only goes to here, and this goes all the way out to there. So it goes further than wherever the waterway goes. This is the water, right? Does it stop right there? It definitely goes a lot further. And that says what? Castroville? Okay, I think that's what that says, Castroville. So all the way to Castroville, the very point of Castroville, and all of this, right? Ocean Mist Farms. There's a Elkhorn Elementary School in that area. So you guys definitely need to be on high alert over there. Oak Hills, I would evacuate. P&K Farms, I would evacuate. Succulent Gardens, I would evacuate. This whole area I'd evacuate. Prunedale, this Dogwood Ranch Pet Resort. Oh my gosh, all those animals right there. There's a cemetery over there. Country Club. There's a country club out that way. There's some sort of mining or what's going on over here? I got something going on over there. A quarry, some kind of rock quarry or something. Gablin Acres. Rancho Silo Youth Campus. There's Everett Alvarez High School in that area. Bolsa Knolls. The Walmart Supercenter, Santa Rita. I don't know. I would think that whole area, Castroville, Ocean Mist Farms, definitely Castroville, because they got that on the map. As you can see right here. I'm pretty sure this is Castroville, right? Yeah, Castroville. It says it right there. Well, it says it right. Yeah, it says it right there. Castroville, and this whole spot. So you need to evacuate for sure. And I don't know why they're not saying right here. This whole area, like I would say this, like go all the way through here and all of this and all that way. Everything this way. South of Los Lomas and Vega, and that way. All of this area. That is crazy. That is a huge area, guys. So here's Los Lomas. So anything south of Los Lomas, this whole area, I would be very careful and cautious. This whole entire area, this whole region. Even down here, all the way to Pebble Beach. Pacific Grove. I would definitely, and Seaside, right here, Seaside. I would definitely be extremely cautious. And what is going on out here? That's some interesting topography here. Portuguese Ledge State Marine Conservation Area. Oh, cool. It's a conservation of probably for sea animals or something. I don't know. That's interesting. What are they conserving out there? Well, that's cool. So this whole area here, you guys be real careful. Now let's go into this here. So that's the evacuation order area. And I wanted to have you guys listen to this individual right here. Yeah. Oh.
Things to deal with here. One is just the trees that are on fire. Toxic smoke afternoon as we thought we were headed toward, the resolution of this. But the main issue, is the air, is the toxins in the air. That's why the EPA is in town. That's why they're doing the tests. That's why people are asking, or the county is urging people to remain
Look at that
indoors and
plume.
keep windows and doors shut. Is because of the toxicity.
It's not just this, it's like
these,
going way up into the ionosphere and then
fire.
turning into a mushroom
Toxic
cloud.
smoke, the real concern. It could be spewing heavy metals and toxins into the air. And during our broadcast Thursday evening, we spoke with.
We know these are lithium ion batteries. They've said that already. So we know that whatever lithium ion batteries contain, that's definitely in there. And, and then whatever else is burning. The building itself.
Spoke with an immunologist and allergy specialist, Dr. Stephen Prager with Salinas Valley Health, about the possible health hazards with a fire like this. We have two things to deal with here. One is just the regular smoke from the fire, and that's going to irritate anyone's nose and lungs. But here we're dealing with a chemical fire. I don't really know exactly what's in the air, and I'm not sure anyone else does. And these chemical fires at low concentrations can make anyone's eyes, nose hurt. At higher concentrations, it can become hard to breathe, and they're going to affect everybody, not just those with chronic lung disease. Where we really start to worry, though, is when they're exposed to the really high concentrations of these chemicals. This can permanently scar the lungs and cause, life-threatening breathing problems.
Yeah. So that's one of the worst things is once you breathe that in, it's a permanent scarring to your lungs. Like you can't get away from it at all, guys. Like that's the thing about this lithium is extremely toxic. And it's the worst drawback for all of the electric vehicles and everything that, this new green plan, pushing against climate change and making sure that we go green, everything go green, right? I'm all for it. I'm a complete environmentalist, but I understand that there are certain things that we still need to be able to do there is a ebb and a flow. There's a yin and a yang. There's a balance in it all, and yeah, sometimes there's certain things that we may need to do, like utilize oil still and petroleum until we are allowed to utilize the like hydrogen fuel cells and things like that. But I don't know if they're ever going to allow us to have the HHO generators and be able to do those sort of things. I know that if you convert your own vehicle like that, you could just do that and get away with it, and just you save yourself your own gas and everything. But you can't try to create a company with it and then make billions of dollars and create competition. That's the thing, is you just can't become competition with the petrol and now with the electric vehicles. Like you can't compete with Tesla, and you can't compete with all the other vehicles that are out there still on the market. And right now, with this whole go green thing, and the whole 30 by 30, where basically you go 30% emissions by 2030. This new plan, the 30-30 plan, uh, they're pushing for everyone owning electric vehicles, and I'm sure they're going to come out with that. They're saying there's no imminent threat. Monitor your air quality. Keep doors and windows closed. They're telling people to just go inside and lock your doors and windows. And I'm saying, look, no. I thought mandatory evacuation. I thought she was saying right here, mandatory. Let's take a listen. I don't know.
Said for air monitoring specialists, and more equipment is currently en route. Obviously, they're focusing a lot on the LA fires, but they were able to get some people up here. So I'm waiting on more information from them. Waiting to speak with Nick Pascoli. He should be here any moment. And once we get that important information that he said he wants to send out to the county, will come back to me. So I'm going to send it back to you in the studio for now, Aaron. Yeah, sounds good. Brooke, thanks. And like Brooke mentioned, the EPA on scene, they are conducting tests. Meantime, this is the evacuation zone here, and I want to read you the alert from Monterey County here. Quote, due to an ongoing large fire at Moss Landing, Monterey County health officials advising residents to stay indoors, keep windows and doors closed, limit outdoor exposure, and turn off ventilation systems. Monitor local news, social media for additional updates, and then they will provide further information, obviously, as this is a situation that's just unfolding at the moment. Again, here's the evacuation order zone. This is for Monterey County, Santa Cruz and San Benito County not included here. 1,200 residents here from Moss Landing through the surrounding communities that are under those mandatory evacuation orders. Temporary evacuation zone has been set up at Castroville Recreation Center. That's on Crane Street. We know that they have currently about 11 families out there that the Red Cross is helping, who are out of their homes as this fire continues to rage on. Again, another look, a live look at the scene, at the flames. And as Felix mentioned, you can really see the difference there between those two spots where it looks like there are two separate fires at this power plant here. You can see the flames on one and then the smoke billowing on another. Here's a different view here.
Smoke.
Live look from one of our sky cams just outside of Moss Landing. And you can really see those two different columns of smoke there. So lots of questions that need to be answered.
Look at that big old plume right there. Look at that.
Did it reignite?
See how it's starting to mushroom out, and then over here it's so thick that it's just like almost looking like it's raining on everyone. Look at that. It's getting so big, and then it's just already heavy and falling like rain. It's just like a big old rain cloud on everyone now, or mist, a fog.
Is the toxins in the air.
Oh my God, this is horrible.
That's why they're doing the tests. That's why people are asking.
This is so horrible. The mountains are in the background.
Is because of the toxicity that's in the air because of these these batteries that are on fire.
All right, so
toxic smoke, the real concern. It could be spewing heavy metals and toxins into the air. And during our broadcast Thursday,
we know that for sure.
County, he had some very strong words this morning about Your
All
child
right,
is
we're
one
gonna
of
try to listen to this real quick and just see if we can hear any of the press conference.
Yeah, so you're hearing from Supervisor Glenn Church. There must be accountability for this. There will be accountability. Look, we want to give you some background here on Vistra Energy. They're a Texas-based
Oh,
company
we didn't really
specializes
hear
in
him, I
retail
guess,
electric.
huh?
There must be accountability for this, and there will be accountability.
Okay, we just
Yeah,
had
so
to
you're
hear
hearing
him
from
say it
Supervisor Glenn Church. There must be accountability for this. There
from his
will
own
be
mouth.
accountability.
That way
We
there's
want to give
no
you some
question
background
about
here
it.
on Vistra Energy. They're a Texas-based company. It specializes in retail electricity, which refers to the sale of electricity to home and businesses and power generation. Company says they are one of the largest competitive electricity.
All right, so this is Vistra Energy, guys. So if you want to take a look at Vistra Energy, I don't know if their stock is going to go down because of this or what. I always pay attention to those kind of things too. You know, in the news, you see like what happens with companies, and this isn't a really good looking thing for the company. So I'm wondering if stock might go down overnight or something for a minute. Which then, you know, when the stock goes down, it makes it more affordable, and you can buy in at that point too. One of the largest competitive electricity providers in the U.S. So they provide electricity to the U.S. Moss Landing's battery storage facility, believed to be the largest in the world. Wow. So what do they actually do? Vistra Energy.
The providers in the U.S. and had just finished the third phase of an expansion to boost California's electric grid in 2023, believed to be the largest battery storage facility of its kind in the world. Vistra Energy having a representative at the news conference this morning.
So the one thing that I was saying is that, you know, we're going to have to still use petrol, fuel, and things like that unless they start to allow us to utilize the hydrogen fuel cells, which I don't think that'll ever happen because then water is pretty much anywhere, everywhere, and there would be no need. Unless we really go to that utopian state of like, to where, you know, maybe the powers that be eventually will allow us to utilize water in the way that it was that, you know, like if we could freely use water to create energy like we do with the, you know, with the dams. You know, we have all these hydroelectric generators on the dams that, you know, like at Lake Mead and all the other different dams around the world that provide energy for us. We could harness that energy over and over and over throughout a whole entire like a whole river system, you know, a whole waterway system, and just continuously have these different generators and make them, you know, maybe not so much to where it turns it into a big old reservoir, you know, flooding out cities while you're creating dams. Like, I don't think you have to do it that way. There's probably a more passive way about doing it. But if we don't have the battery storage, like more companies like Vistra Energy, and I'm not condoning or saying that we need more of this because then we're going to have more problems. We already have enough problem with the petrol, and I don't think the petroleum fuel is as toxic as the lithium burning with all the other metals that are combined, like the cobalt and everything else that's mixed in when you make batteries. So, yeah.
Saying that, quote, safety is number one for them, and they are going to, you know, work through this situation as they apologize for the impact that it's having on the surrounding community, Moss Landing, and those around it.
Well, at least they apologize. So they got the evacuation order. They're going to go back into that. I don't really know what else. So there's also the Arctic blast that's going to be coming in. Maybe we should look and see what the storms are. They going to kind of show us what it looks like?
And this is when it can change the direction of
Okay,
where that.
so you can see the wind is getting carried this way Saturday at 3 a.m. So that's pretty much like right now is Friday 11. So this is what we're looking at. So wind directions right now is probably pushing down to the south. So everything to the south right here and all of this. So like I said, if you're over here, even here, Santa Ana, Speckles, this little inland area here, I don't even know any of these cities. Fort Romeo, Greenfield, Gonzales, Dean, Spence, and Salinas, Santa Rita, Springtown, Speckles, Spence. So these areas right here, I would think the wind's going to be pushing all of that this way and this way. You know, because you have that natural push from the ocean, but then the wind currents is going to push it this way. So it's probably going to be pushing it all within this region. All here, all here, all here, all here. And maybe even out all the way to the tip over here. Because it's probably going to come this way. Once it hits this, it's going to billow and kind of form around. And so this whole area and what's south of that, then there's a lot of mountains. Not saying discount everyone who lives in the mountains, but that's interesting. And then you gotta go quite a ways. Man, I drove down the one before, Pacific Coast Highway. And now it's on fire down there. That's crazy. All right, so I don't know what else I could report on this with the Moss fires besides that we could just find out the Moss Landing fire if there's any new updates with it. 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago. Moss Landing battery plant fire raises concerns for crops. So they're already worried about crops coming in. That's horrible. 9 hours ago, continues to burn. 4 hours ago, what to know about the Moss Landing battery plant. Here's another look, update 3 hours ago. Fire reignites 5 hours ago. Fire at the plant raises concerns 5 hours ago. Chemicals from Moss Landing battery plant raises health concerns. So that's the main thing, is the chemicals that are burning in here right now. And you can see, like, look at that. Look at that photo right there. Sorry. But you see that photo right above? This one right here to the side. Right here. That one, you can see that big old plume right there, right? This plume. Yeah, that's crazy. 14 hours ago. So this was actually last night that it was burning. Hundreds of people were ordered to evacuate, and a part of Highway 1 in Northern California was closed early Friday. So that was 14 hours ago, guys. That's when it first started, I guess. And then this must have been last night's videos of it. 6 a.m. still burning at 16 hours ago. 1 day ago. So this is one of the world's largest battery storage plants, guys. Huge fire broke out. This was streamed 1 hour ago. So this just finished 1 hour ago. This is 12 hours of information, and this probably will have a lot of good information, but that's 12 hours, guys, if you want to check that out. 4 hours ago, 1 day ago. All right, 23 hours ago. So like the most recent updates is like 3 hours ago, I think. So I don't know. You guys can check it out for yourselves. Let me know what you guys think about all these different fires, because I think this is crazy to have so many just pop up one after the other after the other. I know that they're saying that this is warm right now. The whole globe is warm, right? And it's getting warmer, it's warming, even boiling at times. Global boiling, global warming, climate change, right? So all of these things are happening, whether, they deem them as such, so they are happening. And we got to figure out what's going on and follow these stories. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to digest. It's really so much to keep track of and to keep up with. I'm so tired. I'm actually going to go to sleep, guys. But thanks for tuning in and watching. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. And I'll be back probably tomorrow at some point. We'll do some more glass blowing. We'll work on some more, I don't know what we're going to work on. I might have enough of my $5, the original $5 mushrooms. I might have enough of those that we can move on and make some other things. I think the inventory is good. Now I just want to make a lot of flowers, a lot of spirals, get all that inventory back up for this year, for 2024, have all new glass ready to go. And once it gets warm, we'll do some more bending and stuff like that. So I'll see you guys out there soon. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll do some live glass. You guys have a good night. I'm out.